Hey up and welcome to Callums Corner. Right, this video will change your life. I've had probably the most life-changing 24 hours that I've ever experienced. I've been through just incredible life-changing emotions, gut-wrenching emotions, from despair, anger to being on top of the world. And I need to tell you about it because this is a life lesson. This is what the corner is all about. It can change in an instant, and you keep marching, you keep persevering. That's what I'm about. Endlessly, relentlessly marching until I win. And you guys will be the same. Right, the whole thing started last night about 9 o'clock. I was getting ready to start a stream over on Twitch, bit of Fortnite, right? And I hear a kerfuffle in my garden, loads of yipping and stuff faffing around. Something was knocked over. I know what it is. It's the foxes. They've been digging their way into my garden for ages. I've got about 8 massive tunnels out there now. One of them's like the Channel Tunnel. They've got a den just at this overgrown alleyway at the back of me, right? Anyway, so I'm out there, lickety-split, straight away, because this is my garden. I'm not having this, right? They've scarpered before I can get anywhere close to them, right? But something inside me at that point just flicks like a switch, right? I'm not standing for this anymore. This is my territory. They're ginger vermin invading my territory. I make a vow, right? And that is how I spend the rest of my night, trying to hunt these foxes down. Well, not hunt them. There's, you say fox hunting, there's connotations to it. I'm not going to hurt them. I will just capture them, subdue them, and take them far, far away from here, down to a park or something nearby. Well, not too nearby, obviously. Anyway, so I spend the rest of my evening trying to capture these foxes, and it is like a game of cat and mouse. It goes on for hours. It's wet out there, it's horrible, it's dark in my garden. I'm trying to entice them out. I'm thinking tactically. I'm laying out there foods that I've seen them previously take from my bin and stuff, where they've bitten in there and destroyed it and made a mess that I've had to clear up while I'm still in my bloody pajamas. Anyway, eventually I start having some successes with this. However, the hour has grown very late. At this point, I'm almost in despair. It's close to midnight. It's dark. I'm covered in wet and mud and stuff where I've been jumping out into my garden. And I have this one time where, unfortunately, I slip on a piece of dairy laden toast that I'd laid out. And I go down hard on one of my knees. The foxes, little buggers, had taken the Richmond sausage that I'd laid out there, and they were happy. They'd beaten me. I'd hurt my knee. I was tired. I was wet. I was angry. You guys can imagine. So I come inside thoroughly beaten at this point. It's gone midnight now. I decide to have a healthy snack. I grab myself a Satsuma. I'm always thinking about how I refuel my body, and you should be too. So I go in and I peel it and prepare it. Now, I eat a Satsuma in a particular way. I peel it and I separate each individual segment before I start, because once I start eating it, I like them available quick and fast. And also, I do like to chuck them up, and it's everything I do in my life is about improving me. So just eating a Satsuma, some people just stuff it in. I separate the segments, and I'll either speed eat it or I'll chop the segments up and improve my hand-eye coordination and capture them within my mouth. But before any of this can happen, I fall asleep. All right? I'm tired because I'm going through this whole November thing, and sleeping's been difficult for me since I started that. Anyway, I am awakened about 6 a.m. when one of my neighbours starts his car outside the window, and a couple of things have happened, right? Number one, my Satsuma has dried out. Number two, all of the segments are no longer on my lap because my lap has tent-poled. As I mentioned earlier, the no-fap thing is going on. I've had an incredibly vivid erotic dream about Kirsty Allsop. I've been invited on a TV show, one of her Christmas specials. She was doing crafting Christmas decorations. She made some mistletoe. We ended up kissing under it, and it turned passionate, and it ended up in full penetrative boom boom. Well, in my dream it did anyway. So I wake up, and that's obviously the embers of her are still in my mind. So getting up, standing up is not an option immediately. I start to pick up the pieces of Satsuma. They're all dry. They feel different. On the spur of a moment, I decide to eat one. Best decision I have ever made, right? The whole Satsuma's consistency has been changed. No longer is the skin that surrounds the little juicy bits inside it, right? No longer is it all supple and wet and moist as it previously was. It's now dry like tracing paper. I can punch through it with my tongue. It's like a crunchy snack filled with juice still. It's incredible. It's over twice as good. Inadvertently, I've stumbled upon a way to change the way man is eating Satsuma. And we've eaten it that way for thousands of years, and now I've improved it. And I also have another revelation at this point. Not only have I changed the way we eat Satsumas, I'm going to change myself. No longer am I going to wake up every morning with a bloody tent pole and no one next to me to help me with it. So I decide there and then that I'm going to join a website, a dating website, and I go and do that. Right? Don't worry, I filmed it all, but that will be a separate video because I need to wait for some replies. Anyway, at this point, I really am on a high, you know. No, I didn't get the foxes, but I'm going to tonight, I've decided. But I've joined a dating website. Surely I'm going to meet a woman soon, and I've made an incredible fruit discovery. So I go upstairs and I'm thinking about what I'm going to wear on my date. So I start to try on some of my different clothes and stuff, and I stick on a jacket, a smart, almost like a suit jacket, like a sports coat, I guess you'd call it. Haven't worn it in a couple of years. Pop it on, and I pop my hand in the pocket, the inside pocket there, right? £150 cash just sitting there in my pocket. I don't even know where that's come from. I cannot believe it. I'm literally over the moon at this, right? I've decided that I'm going to do something exciting with it. I'm going to put my own money with it, although that was my money, obviously, at some point. But I'm going to take out another £150, and I'm going to go and I'm going to spend £300 at Primark and buy all new date clothes, right? I'm going to make a massive video about it. Who has spent £300 at Primark? It's unheard of. It's going to be a massive haul. It's going to be so exciting. Actually, it may be not even Primark. Maybe I'll go high end. You guys let me know where you want me to shop. Maybe I'll do high end label stuff. You know, I know what looks good. I'm very good on fashions, but maybe I don't know the names and stuff of shops that you might like me to go to. So let me know in the comments, and I will make that happen. A £300 clothes haul. It's gonna be so exciting. The day for me has just totally transformed. Now I'm £150 richer. I've got a massively beneficial new way to eat fruit, which will be great for all of you guys. And I'm going to change the box situation tonight. In fact, I'm going to live stream it. I've just decided. They seem to come out about 9ish it was last night. That's when I stream from, right? And we will do this together. So if you want to be involved, come along for that. If you want to watch my date video, come back in a couple of days. Let me know in the comment section where you want me to go in terms of my clothing haul. And you guys now have a new way to eat Satsumas. Go and try it now. And then let me know, tell me in the comments, because you trust me, it's at least twice as good. It's delicious. The consistencies are totally transformed. Brilliant. So lesson for you all, just keep marching. Even when you're low, even when you feel like you're beaten, life can turn around just like that.